And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Seattle.
From the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Huntley. He finds the set. It's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, The quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Huntley to throw. The receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Simpson Abukum. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points. Start that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
10 at the 42-yard line.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
That's good for another LA Rams. First down and goal to go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Huntley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Huntley. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun. Huntley looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 on the Seahawks.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Left side, it's Dorson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of
9 yards that time.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 1st down, Huntley. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
The key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 38-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, here's the option. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. Now lined up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on first down with Akers. Crowded with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The ball carrier. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go.
And got his man, complete. 30, the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Rams 17. Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Seahawks first down.
Back to throw. Huntley. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To throw on second down. Huntley. Left side complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Rams 17. Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that?
He's got it in, complete, and all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead.
His kick.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Rams 24, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to a 40-yard line. But when I looked at, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brings up
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Kelce, 39 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And the lead is now 24.
makes the score Rams 31, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Huntley. Flushed to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
The kicker on.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Seahawks 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis, his 2nd sack of the night. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Rolling to his right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. This time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up the reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Terrell Lewis bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. He will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
To throw from his end zone. Huntley. He lets it fly for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 99 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
they'll begin by running the option. Quick pass out to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Los Angeles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.